Hello everybody and welcome to Station, the demo here with the Steam Next Fest. There's quite a few of these games I'm looking to play at the moment, and this just looks charming. It looks like a gorgeous little train game in a really charming little world. So I can't wait to dig straight in and see what's going on here, because I love trains. When I was a young boy I wanted to be a train driver. Things change now. Okay, so goal is complete all 12 buildings. Question is, how do we do that? Presumably, first of all, we need to learn the basics. Move the camera. Turn the camera. Gotcha. Zoom in and zoom out. Wonderful. Hover over the building to see what it does. This is a wheat farm. It produces wheat. Buildings need to be connected to a station. Press bar or the station button to place stations. Rotate the station with the scroll wheel or with Z and X. Okay, and it wants us to put it about there. Wonderful. It's going to cost us 50 train dollars. Wonderful. And it presumably needs... Oh no, let's leave it in place. And presumably also need a station over here as well, because that needs wheat. Wonderful. So if we put you about there... So click on the station connector to build a railroad to the wheat farm. Aha, now we can drag and drop. Going in like that, nice and simple. And we can start our freight train. I don't know if we need to... I don't think we need to have a roundabout route. As long as that turns around, that should be not too much of an issue. So the mill receives wheat and you get more money. Receiving money also unlocks new buildings, and the world comes to life a bit more. I don't know if you noticed, there's a few more plants over here now. Okay, so we've got a new couple of buildings that we're going to need to attach. Hover the building again to see that it's completed. Wonderful. Each wheat farm can only supply one mill, so the new wheat farm needs to be connected to a different mill than the one you have already used. Gotcha. So there's a wheat farm there and a mill there. Okay, we can set up a new station. I think we'll set it up like... We'll set up on like a slight angle, I think, like that. And this also needs a station as well. And we will again set it up on a slight angle, because then it can potentially join to that one. Like thus. Wonderful. And I don't know if this needs to go all the way round. And thankfully the trains do turn around and then depart. Excellent. So I'm going to start a new connection. I think going the other way actually. Like that. That'll do. And then that will get this mill up and running. Excellent. And of course at some point we're going to need to connect these all together. But look! Things start to grow. Life comes back to the place. It's just such a lovely, pretty game. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we've got more mills. And another wheat farm. This one's a bit different though. We're going to have to go through some rocky canyons, or potentially something else on that line. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to... Yes, we have tricky terrain ahead. Control the direction of your railroad by clicking on the highlighted area. Aha, I see. We can be a little bit more... precise. There we go. It's a little bit of a roundabout route, but we'll get that up and running. Again at a cost. And look, life comes back. It's so pretty. Although I suppose you could probably... I suppose there might be a way to do this where you use trains to connect through all the stations, but I might be wrong. Okay, this looks new up here. So this is a dairy farm. It produces milk, 2 lots of milk. Presumably needs to go to the cheesery, 2 cheeseries. So can I build a kind of slightly odd loop, I wonder? So if we build a... We're going to need quite a few stations here, which feels a little odd, I admit, but that's okay. Hopefully we can build a... Just about build a station in here. So you're going to go and connect to here. Wonderful. And then... Can I eat... Oh, that's blocked. Okay. I get you to connect to here. But that doesn't actually help me at all. Okay, right. As it's already connected to a finished railroad, it can't be moved or removed. That might be a problem. Well, we'll do that, then that's at least going to get us some progress. No, apparently that works for the cheesery too. Wonderful. So because it makes it to that cheesery, you can also make it to the other cheesery. I see. Okay, we've got some more buildings here that we need to unlock. Buildings can be indirectly connected. Instead of directing this cheesery to the dairy farm on the other side of the map, try connecting them both to a nearby station on the network. Gotcha. So now we need to start connecting. So cheesery there needs milk. Cheesery there needs milk. And there's a dairy farm. Well, if we interconnect... Aha, I see, okay. Well, if we build another station down here, this line can interconnect with this one. I don't know if we need another train, though, that's the only thing. And then what we'll do, we'll have a long station, or a long line going from here. Maybe over, like, this. That's fine, I don't think we're going to need the other bits there. And we'll get a new station on a slight angle here. And if we connect you, we'll get a freight train down and connect you into the... Can I connect you into the same... Ah, I see, I need to connect you into a station. Ah, that's more of a problem. It's going to come at a cost. I thought I could just connect you into the same... I thought I could connect you into the same one. That is a problem. We're going to have to do a little bit of a over-the-top route here. That's okay. And yes, I will get a freight train in. That's a big cost of money. But level completed. Press the button in the bottom right corner when you're ready to go to the next level. Right, now that we know that we can't... That's a steep... I wonder if they're going to be able to make it up there. Actually, I'm intrigued to see if it can make it up the hill. But here we go. We've got 2 freight trains now. This is cool. So it seems that we can't yet connect lines to each other, which is what I thought we could do. So we had to be a little bit more prepared with our stations. I'm intrigued to see if these guys can even make it up the hill. We'll go to the next level in just a second, but I'm intrigued to see if they can even make it up. But look how pretty this game is. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Go on. Go on, little train. Make it up the hill. Can you make it up the hill? You're going to be going very, very slowly. Oh, no, I stand corrected. You made it up. Can you make it up here, though? This is the big test. This is the really big test. Look at it. Trains everywhere. Oh, I love train games. There's something just so idyllic and relaxing about this. I actually really like the kind of graphics, because a lot of the train games that I see are kind of really ultra-realistic. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's nice to have a cute art style and kind of the voxel style for change. Go on, pluck in a little train. You can make it up the hill. It's like a roller coaster ride. Up, 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 up. And... gone. Speed! Oh, you've got brakes on, haven't you? That's anticlimactic. Okay, next level. Level completed. We got all of the buildings. Wonderful. Money left, not a huge amount. On to the next one. I guess we might see a little bit more going on here in terms of maybe connectors or something similar. Okay, so we need to end this level with at least 200 left in the bank and use a total of 6 cards and still get 12 buildings. Right, so we can get cheap rails. Rails cost half of the regular price. Bridge price is unchanged, or we can go for that. But I presume that's only a one-time use thing. I'm guessing. Okay, so what do we have? We have a dairy farm which needs milk. That's a cheesery. Sorry, dairy farm that produces milk. That's a cheesery. That's a cheesery. I think we can do this nice and simply. So we get one station here. One station here. Kind of making sure it's connected. And one station down here at the very end. But we do have to be a little bit aware of our costs. So we're going to cancel that. We're going to go from this side. Like thus. We'll get a freight train down, and then we're going to also connect you. We're going to try to go as close to the mountain as we can. To kind of build us some space. This railroad is quite long, considering using a cheaper rails card to make it affordable. Cool. It's only 51. It's only $51, so I'm okay. But then again, we did use the cards. So we can add buildings. What buildings do we have now? We have a mill, a couple of wheat farms. I'll have to see what those are in a second. But we also get cheap bridges. Wonderful. So we have to use these cards effectively, probably when we're going over the mountains here. Okay, we have a bakery that needs flour, and it produces bread. So the wheat farm is going to need to go to the mill, and it's going to go back via the bakery. Do we want to use a bridge here, or do we want to go via a long route? There's quite a simple... We could do a loop. See how that goes. I think these guys are okay. Either way, we need a station up here by the mill. I'm going to make this one flat because I think we might be able to use it in multiple directions, although it does mean a little bit of a curve going around. We'll also need another station down here. And of course we'll need a station here as well. Let's try to get it on the right angle. Like that. Now in terms of rails, do we want to try go the long way? Because we may yet have some more issues, because the bridges are very expensive. I don't think we want to be trying that. So we can go to here. Oh, let's try that again. Can we get the turnaround effectively? It seems like we can. And where do I want to connect you into? I want to connect you into probably... Let's try that side. We'll give you a freight train. I just think that's the more sensible way of doing things, to be honest. I don't think we need a second freight train in there, though. Okay, it seems like we have to put in another freight train. That's okay. I don't mind having two freight trains. That's going to allow things to move a little bit quicker. And we get some new buildings. And at some point, the bakery will get what it needs. It's going to produce bread pretty soon. That dairy farm needs milk, and the city needs bread, milk, and cheese. Okay, well the cheesery produces cheese, that's fine. We'll probably use a little bit of... I don't think we'll use our cheaper bridges there. We're going to have you going kind of this way. Because then you can potentially connect up there to that station. I will use a bridge here, I think. Like this, and then... Oh, the bend's too tight. Hang on, we might need to readjust that slightly. Can we get you to turn there? Excellent, we can. You're about to use an expensive bridge. That's fine, it's only $57. Or $113. But that gets cheese to the city. And that's going to get things expanding. And look, the city expands. How cool is that? So then we need milk and we need bread. Okay, so if I connect you into this line, in essence, that should get the bakery should eventually get the line over here. So if can I turn around? I can, excellent. But we need to be a little bit careful because this is going to cost us a little bit of cash. 94. Again, it's going to cost us some money. But that gets bread into the station or into the city, sorry, and the city increases. So finally we need milk going in there. Right, where can we get milk? Milk from here. But I'm guessing because it stops at it's used by the... I see, it's producing two and the cheeseries are both using it. Do we have an additional dairy farm anywhere? So yes, you need milk. Aha, sorry, there's one right here. Probably could have seen that much sooner. Okay, so let's just get this connected. I don't know if this is the final building, but we'll do that. And we'll just run a very short line in to get the freight train up and running. And we're up to a city, and the city grows, and how cool is that? Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so new cards unlocked, cheap bridges, cheap rails, and more cheap bridges, so we're not at the end yet. We have some new buildings. Aha. 4 new buildings, goodness me. So, bakery needs flour, produces bread. That's a new city there. Does this city need any more growth? No, it doesn't. Okay. That dairy farm can still produce us more milk should we need it. So this dairy farm can go straight up here to this station. I wonder if we can... Oh, I was seeing if we could double size it, but no, we can't. But we will probably just run a through route to the city. Like thus. And we're going to run some of this dairy straight through to the city to let it grow. But I'm going to go round so I don't need to use my bridges. There we go. And actually now that cheesery is now connected, so we don't need to think about another one. Wonderful. We'll draw some new cards. We've got all of them. We should probably make use of them. So what does this city need? This city needs bread. And that has a wheat farm. That has a mill which produces flour. Do we have a bakery? A spare bakery anywhere? That's a wheat farm. That's a mill. That city still needs bread. Aha, you're a bakery over here. We can run a separate thoroughfare route round on this side, I wonder. It's going to be a weird looping... Okay, I see what we do here. It's going to be a bit of a weird looping station, or looping line, but that's okay. And then we get another line here. So we get the mill attached here. So mill, we farm. The bakery is here. So it's going to need to run through... Oh, hang on, this is a little bit tricky. So we need to have another station. Let's have the station on this side. And we're going to need another station over here as well. But I'm going to put that over here. Okay, so... Wheat farm goes to the mill. Hang on. Let's try that from a different angle. So the mill needs to go to the... This is going to be a long line, so I'm going to use my cheap rails here. So you go to about here. And then all the way around, kind of looping in like thus. And we'll put a freight train in there. It's a long route, but hopefully a safe route. We don't have that much money left to play with. So you need wheat, so let's get you connected. I don't know if we need to use a long... That's fine, it's only 44. We've got quite a few cheap... No, we're not going to use the cheap rails just yet. We'll put you into the line. So now you should be able to produce bread. And I don't think, sadly, we can get you... It'd be really cool if we could connect lines in, but I'm guessing that may not be possible. That's a big cost. If I use cheap bridges, I might be able to negate some of that problem. Or potentially I find another solution. If I can go over the top... That's a lot of bridges. Hang on, I'm going to toggle as much as I can here. Although the objective means we're not going to get the... Because we need to use a lot of cards. Actually, we need to use cards, so we don't need to hold on to them. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go over the top of this other bridge, or of this other track if I can. Like thus. And I'll get it to connect into the city, and that gets bread connected. I'm surprised that's a safe enough route that we can use. Look at that, that's incredible. But hey, that's the level complete. And look, everything's so pretty. This is such a beautiful game. Oh, I'm having an excellent time. This is wonderful. And the wheat grows, and oh, it gets so close, and it's so picture perfect. Oh, so many amazing thumbnails are going to come from this, I tell you. Okay, on to the next level. So we got all the buildings complete. We did the fun challenge, but we didn't use all our cards. So actually, I think that being able to do the fun challenge and not use all our cards, that's actually quite important that we managed. And on to the final level for the demo. One which, and you know, this is a game I've really enjoyed. I love train games, especially when they're kind of simple ones. where you just get to build some really damn cool trains. Okay, so we've got to get 18 buildings. We need to end the level with at least 850 left in the bank and create a railroad on completion. Immediately collects at least 4 resources. Okay, stack bonus. When you get a new railroad, supplies multiple buildings at once. You get extra money. This requires planning ahead. First connect the mill to the city. Okay, mill to the city, then connect the other buildings to the mill. The mill, the bakery, and the city will then be supplied at the same moment. So mill to the city first. Okay, so we need to go, let's go here. You're a wheat farm. You're the mill. Where's the bakery? Ah, the bakery and the wheat farm are there, I see. So if I just... What is it? Okay. Heavy freight train, goods make 50% more money, consume colony use. So we're going to want to do that for this one here, I think, because this is going to be a big route. Let's get another station down by the city first. I'm going to do it like this, I think. So it is still connected in. We're going to not use our bridges, I don't think. We'll have a little bit of a turn here. And do we want to use a heavy freight train? No, because this is a non-money making route. Okay. So the wheat goes in. And then we get a new station. We already don't have a lot of money to play with. It's mildly concerning, I admit, but we'll just have to manage. Sadly, you can't interconnect stations, so that'd be quite cool if you could. Because of that, I'm actually going to set up a weird kind of counter station up here as well, which we might need to do something with the cliffs with. And then we're going to connect you into... I can do a weird roundabout route here, so everything is connected as one. And this one I think I can do the heavy freight train with. Yes, heavy freight train, that's going to make us more money. And we get a stat bonus as well. That gives us a lot of money because we're going to need it. 260 or 368 gold, very nice indeed. And the world comes to life a little bit more. New cards unlocked, cheaper bridges, cheaper rails, excellent, and some new buildings. Presumably we just need to grow the city a little bit more. So, dairy farm produces 2 milk. Cheesery, moving into the city. Of course, this city only has so many lines, so we need to be a little bit careful as to how we plan this. I wonder if we have a very cheap cliff route up here. I think that's what we're going to do. So a station here should just work. I think. Is that too steep? It's not too steep. Excellent. But first we need to build a station up here for this cheesery. And I'm going to connect this back line here. That produces... Okay, that gets milk into the cheesery. Wonderful. Yeah, we get a new freight train down. And if I connect to you, this is a tight corner. That should connect to milk and cheese. So we'll get another freight train down there. I guess the city growing, and we get another stack bonus, which is useful. Not as much as the previous one, by any means, but still worth doing. So we get more cars unlocked, more cheap rails, more cheap bridges, and the world comes to life. It's so pretty. Sorry, I'm having a geek out over train games. Okay, so this is presumably the... So the city is now up to size 4. It's got bread, it's got milk, it's got cheese. Wonderful. There's a new city over here. Also needs bread, milk and cheese. That's a cheesery. That's a dairy farm. We do have a bakery over here. Wheat farm, bakery, but that only produces so much. So in the meantime, that's the cheesery. Okay. So we're going to want to do a little bit of a loop here, it seems. We've got 693 bucks to play with at the moment. I'm going to set you up like this. Set up another station up here, so you might be able to loop around and help someone else should you need it, because you do have 2 bits of milk. We don't necessarily need all of them. In terms of another station here, it's not ideal with where you... Oh, that works. I actually kind of prefer that, to be honest. So the station's up the top. Yeah, I can do that. There's a little bit of bridge costs. So I think we'll use our cheap rails here purely because it's a little bit of a long route, in all honesty, and we're gonna do a really nice loop here, I think. So that's gonna go to there. So that gets milk to there. Then you can come over to here. Again, we might use our cheap rails again. I think we've still got a little bit of way to go yet. We don't want to be using our bridges really. So if we go to here, get a slightly tighter corner, and that gets cheese and milk connected to the city. Wonderful. That should also give us a little bit of a stack bonus as well. 140, boosted to $168. Wonderful. Okay, so new cards unlocked, another heavy freight train. Presumably we have another mill and bakery to set up here. Right. The only problem being the bakery and the wheat farm are over there, the mill's over here. And we already used both these bits of line, but we can interconnect. Oh yeah, okay, I see. We're going to have to use our cliff card here, I think. We've got a couple of tube bridges, we're going to have to make it work. So we set up you almost kind of like that, I would say. And another station over here, but even stations cost money, that's the problem. I'm going to set you up there, pretty much as close as we can. Oh, and there's no building connection. We need to remove you. I was a little bit too excitable there. Okay, now you're connected just about to the station, wonderful. And this is going to be quite expensive, this. So I'm going to use a rail to get down, or cheap rail car to get down there as cheaply as possible. Not cheap rails. Actually, but let's use cheap rails and cheap bridges. Oh no, just cheap bridges for now. It's not a particularly long route. And get ourselves connected into there. Okay, we'll send a freight train in. And then this can connect up there. I will use cheap rails and cheap bridges for this one, I think. So no, we'll keep the cheap rails. The rail is not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. However, the bridges, I think we do need to pay attention to. I'm going to go to the far side. Here that connects bread, wheat, everything. And we're going to use a heavy freight train here to get some more money, I think. Not a great stat bonus, but it still does pretty well. Not as good as our initial one, but still a lot of money. And more of the world comes to life. I'm guessing there's going to be some more buildings down here. So we have more indeed coming in. Do we have a new city? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff to connect. So city up there in the top corner. I used the wrong station connector there. That's unfortunate, but you know, with the benefit of hindsight. Okay, so that needs bread, milk, and cheese. The dairy farm is all the way over here. But actually, if I can get... That's fine. I can get that connected into the system pretty quickly. Without too much hassle, I should say. Just by doing this. And that connects you onto this line. And if I can... Oh, that's blocked. But if I can do a weird roundabout route here... Can I can go back on myself. If I do that, that's going to be costly. But to get to the city, I don't particularly see another way. Because these buildings are in the way, and going over those cliffs will be even more costly. So I'm going to use the cheap rails here to hopefully negate some of the issues that we're going to encounter here. So in fact, I'm just going to go this way, like that. That's a lot of money to spend on a bridge. But it gets us over to the station. But first of all, we need to get a station there. So, station is going to have to be like this. I'd like to maybe use some of those rails potentially going over there. I don't think we'll need them, but just in case. How much is this going to be without the 152 to get connected? Get it done. We'll just use a standard freight train, that's okay. So that's something connected in there. We get some more cards, cheap rails, cheap bridges, excellent. So now the city has milk, but it still needs bread, still needs cheese. Because you produce milk, but we need to get you over to a cheesery. That's fine, the cheesery is only over here. We can get you connected pretty simply, I would say. There's a little bit of a confusing route. We're going to use one of our cheap rail cards here. Like our 16 to 25 rail card. And we'll get you connected into there. Again, just using a normal freight train, I think. I don't think we're going to finish the level with 850 left. Maybe if we do some stack bonuses we will, I don't know. And now the city needs bread. Okay, where is our remaining bread? So that's a mill, that's a wheat farm, that's the bakery. Right. This is going to be the one which is more of a concern to finish. So the wheat farm goes to the mill. And then goes into that station. Into this station. Okay, actually I can see this working. So we put a station down here. It's a real shame that you can't interconnect. But it does make for some very pretty bridges, so I don't particularly mind. Am I gonna talk on my bridge here? Because it's gonna be costly. Let's leave that for the time being. We've got the station up and running there. Because I see a problem. That's too tight of a turn, so actually we're going to just need to go straight over to this city here. Let's get everything else planned out first. Get you done. And get you done like that. So if I get you connected into there, that's not too bad. I'm actually going to not use my heavy bridges there. Oh, it is costly. But I think we're going to need the other one more. So we'll send in the freight train. That's another 85. We're going to not have much money left at all. We'll use our cheap rails here to try and negate some of the cost. And actually we'll use our cheap bridges as well. We need to. So I guess you connected into there. And then we need to connect you into this. And that's going to be a real concern. I really hope we have the money. We're going to have just enough. And we'll put the heavy freight train in. That gives us a little bit of a bonus. Not much, however. And there we go. More of it grows. Ooh, what are we missing? What still needs to be connected? Something needs to be connected. The bread is not connected because you need to... Oh boy. Oh, we're not going to have quite enough money. It's too steep. If I turn, that's too steep as well. Oh, I might have messed this at the last second. If I connect you, does that get us into the... Hang on, I must be able to connect this somehow into the... Can I make it over here? Oh, if I'm careful, can I manage this, I wonder? If I get you interconnected, does that get bread connected into the whole system? Yes, it does. By the most complicated, unnecessary route, we get bread connected into the system by the most long, roundabout route to get them food. But we do get it, and we complete the demo and the level. Level completed, we get all 18 buildings. There's no way we're going to survive with at least 850 left. And we didn't create a... Oh, did we not do the special challenge? I thought we did. Never mind. So yes, attention all passengers. Mark your calendars. Our scenic station-to-station voyage is scheduled to arrive at your PCs in 2023. Bring gorgeous voxel art worlds to life through trains. Enjoy a variety of levels and biomes, each offering unique gameplay mechanics. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. TFL. The tube. Great invention with some problems. Challenge yourself with optional tasks that sharpen your strategic thinking and planning skills. Thank you for choosing Station to Station. Wish to now join our Discord. The link will absolutely be down in the description because I've had a wonderful time with this game. I've really enjoyed myself. And you may well see this as either a chilled live stream or maybe back as a little mini-series if I need to have a mini-series in between kind of longer series. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. This has been Station to Station. Take care. Bye-bye.